What is up, gang, and welcome back to my channel. I am Daddy Nat, and today we are diving into whether or not the community text platform is worth the money that it costs. Is it good for incentivizing engagement? How do you get into it? What does the app cost every month? What does it actually do? Is it actually worth the money is what we'll end it on. Those are the main things we're going to talk about today. I'm not really going to show you much of the app. I'll do one quick run through where you can actually see me going through a few things. But before we dive into that, I want to thank everybody for helping me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. I started this channel a little over a year ago. And as a result of reaching 1,000 subscribers, I decided to rename it Daddy Nat from Side Hustle. Just a quick PSA. I know a lot of people have been probably wondering, hey, this came up as Daddy Nat and not Side Hustle. Why is that? Well, it's because Side Hustle is really not searchable or queryable, either of those things at all. So, as a result, I'm gonna have to leverage that, and this is now my channel, Daddy Nat. I probably won't say it because that just sounds awkward as but yeah, that's not what we're here to talk about. I just wanted to mention it. What we are here to talk about today, guys, is the community text platform. Now, as I mentioned, you may have seen influencers like everybody from Gary Vee to DaBaby to, I mean, you could really name it. There's just so many influencers are getting on this gravy train right now. P. Diddy does it. And as a result, community basically has built the first ever engaging text platform that you don't actually have to use your real phone for. It's just an app that has a designated number for you. By the way, you can text me at mine, 512-599-9994. I'll leave that up here and also in the description below. Please text me if you have any questions. That's the best place to reach me because that's where I go and answer questions every night. But yeah, community is something that I'm using a lot, and we'll explain why. But I think we have to start from the genesis. I heard about it, as I mentioned, Gary Vee, DaBaby were talking a lot about it. And I thought, hey, I wonder if it's possible for me to get signed up for it. Like, I wonder what I have to do. So I literally went to the community website. I went to get a number. You know, I basically texted them. I scheduled a demo. You text them at this certain number. They reach back to you. And they basically say something along the lines of, hey, thank you so much for your interest in the community platform. Can you send us a link to your socials? I think they actually don't accept TikTok, which is interesting. So when I first joined, you know, I had IG, Spotify, and YouTube, I suppose, that were kind of like, not huge, but not small, and it's not tiny either. And then I had TikTok, which was, you know, over 400,000, you know, followers. So a little bit better. I couldn't actually attach the TikTok link. I thought it would mean that they wouldn't choose me. But as far as I can tell, they've lightened up a lot on who they let in this platform. Just be willing to show them that you're doing something online, that you're trying to do something, you're posting consistently. I don't even think you have to be that massive, and they will allow you to leverage their platform. So you text them, they ask you a series of questions, you answer them, you tell them where you're from, and voila, they let you into this platform. From there, you get to choose your number. So what I did is I chose a 512 area code number because that's Austin, Texas. Shout out Austin, Texas. Again, it's 512-599-9994. And yeah, basically, you know, once you get this app, you have a full host of functionality. I'm going to show you guys what that looks like right here.
So yeah, this is the menu or the basic interface that you can use to navigate this app. You have things like messages where you can go to your individual conversations with all of your fans, or you can go to your sent messages, the things you've sent, your members and their individual profiles, and of course your communities, like I have one for live fans and favorites, and you can go to your individual conversations. The cool shit here is that you can go and like separate people by their birthdays, by how old they are, what gender they are, where they're from, their age. And as you build this out, you're really going to be able to personalize each message. And that's one thing that Gary Vee always talks about. He talks about how you can, you know, personalizing a message is really the way to contextualize your art form in the modern world. And for this very reason, I think this app works well.
So now that you can kind of see what the app actually does and whether or not it might be a good fit for you, I think you can probably understand a little bit more about the use cases for this. You know, like I said, I really like that you can geotag people. You get all this information about people. It's crazy how much information you can get about people. So I think the next question that I want to answer is this app worth your money? And I do want to dive into that, but before I do, I think we should at least take a look at the pricing structure and also talk about some ways that you're going to actually, be able to leverage this app in ways that you perhaps would not be able to leverage this app. Because getting people to enroll in the text community platform isn't that hard, but it's also, not a walk in the park. So, as a result, the pricing starts off at $99 a month. Now, with that, there is I don't think you actually have to commit to an annual. I think it's just a month-to-month contract. I'm not sure. Somebody asked me if they sign up for the app and then they leave for a month. Are they actually able to keep that platform alive? Do they allow you to do that? I actually don't know. I would assume so, and I'm sure there are a ton of people who've signed up for the platform and done that. But yeah, basically you sign up for it, and then you have to start building, which comes to is $99 a month justified? Now let me explain something to you. Direct access to this community, knowing who they are, knowing the first time they texted you, and knowing that they texted you directly because they're truly a fan. These are all important things, meaning you don't just want to go fill up your community with your mom, and maybe you do want to fill it up with your mom if she's a huge fan, but you don't just want to go fill it up with people who are like your friends. You have to use this for, organic reach. For example, I basically have two main methods that I get people to come and check out me. I do lives on TikTok. I post my phone number on my TikTok videos. And so I also, when I go live, I have a little thing that says text me at this phone number. I gain maybe, anywhere between like 2 and 10 people who reach out to me during those live streams, and then I slowly have built that up, right? And you just have to keep on building, day over day, week over week, month over month. That's how I've gone and built those out. But you're also going to have, people who join who maybe aren't going to stay on that platform. And so I guess what I'm trying to get at is that if you are going to invest in community, you need to go and get your word out there as often as possible. You need to get in front of as many people as possible to get them to want to join your community and be a part of having direct access to you. To me, that's really what it's all about. It's about figuring out how to create a funnel where you can send people in to text you, and you can keep those people there. So every time you drop a song, every time you drop merch, every time you drop a video, whatever it is, you can go and target those crowds. And also I can go and say, well, I know this person came from my YouTube video channel. So there's this, and as well as all these other individuals, and I can tag you as a result of that. And I can target you only for my YouTube content. And then I can also target people from live only when I'm going live on TikTok. There's just a lot of different possibilities. There are a lot of things that musicians spend money on in this industry that are not, nearly as practical as this is, right? Somebody might say, well, $99 a month, that's a lot. What if I spent that on, music promo? What if I spend that on, potentially for a playlist push campaign? Great. But what is playlist push or Submit Hub or, Facebook ads really doing to build a community for you, where you actually have direct access? And again, remember, community is a lot of work. It's only as much, you're only going to get as many people to join your app as the effort that you put in. But if you are successful in it, you can get up to 1,000 subscribers in there for $99 a month. Now, over 1,000 subscribers, you start paying a little bit more. I think the next tier is like either $140 or $150 a month, but you get $2,500. So it gets a little bit better per individual, per subscriber, so to speak. But for those of you who are just starting off, I think focus on those first 1,000 true fans, and this is the platform that you do it in. I think this is one of the best platforms that we have the great fortune of having access to. And although it does appear to be a little difficult of a barrier to entry to get in the community platform, you can't be doing nothing. It's really not that difficult. If you're doing something, if you're actively investing time, energy, content, money, resources into your music career or your art career, or really whatever, influencer career you're trying to do, I think community is a good fit. I think it's probably one of the best things that you could invest your money in on a monthly basis. Now, is $1,200 a year, justified for it? I think it is, particularly in a day like today, where people really don't want to just get a text directly from you. Texting is going to be oversaturated just like email was, but I think this is like the smart way to do it. So anyway, I'm ranting now, but overall, I think the community platform is a go. I think it's a buy, and if I were you, I would at least check it out, submit an application, tell them Daddy Nat sent you, and yeah, y'all have a good one. Peace out, fam.